He put his foot, still in his shoes, into a basin of water, then picked up a cat and stared fixedly into its eyes. At that moment, the water under his feet began to boil, and the cat's pupils slowly contracted. Soon after, John was transported to hell, a place filled with burning ruins and raging flames. Holding the deceased's belongings, John quickly determined the direction he needed to go. This place was extremely dangerous, and he had to act quickly. As he pressed forward, the surrounding demons began to stir. Finally, he found the girl, but the demons started making their move. John could only speed up, running toward her, but the girl still jumped, leaving John with only a single clue. In the critical moment, John smashed the Holy Hand relic and barely returned to the human world. His body smoked, curling in pain. He handed the wristband to Angela, proving that his sister Isabel had indeed fallen into hell due to suicide. Even with the evidence in front of her, Angela remained half doubtful, exhausted and weak. John asked a priest to investigate. The priest secretly entered the morgue and found the body, then activated his ability to read Isabel's memories from her lifetime. He placed his hands on her wrists, his eyes rolled back, and white smoke began to rise from his head. At that moment, a demonic scream startled him, and he saw a mark on the body's wrist. The priest was terrified and collapsed. He pulled out a flask to drink and calm himself, but no matter how he tried, nothing would pour out. Panicked, he rushed to a convenience store and grabbed a bottle of alcohol, drinking straight from it. One bottle after another, still not a drop came out. Weak and defeated, he knew his end was near, so he used a corkscrew to pierce his own hand, leaving John a clue. When John arrived, the priest was already dead on the spot. John discovered the clue carved into the priest's palm. He wiped the blood away with ice and then covered it with a cloth, revealing a mysterious symbol. John quickly called his friend Byman to help investigate the origin of the symbol. Byman did not disappoint. In the Hell Bible, he found a clue. The symbol belonged to Mammon, the son of Satan. The Bible explained that Mammon didn't want to be bound by his father's rules and longed to build his own kingdom on earth. But for a pure blood demon to appear in the human world, it had to be mediated by a powerful medium, and that person was Angela's sister, Isabel. Before Byman could finish, a fly emerged from his eye. Realizing something was wrong, John told Angela to drive faster, but by the time they arrived, Byman was already dead. At this point, Angela had no choice but to reveal the full truth. She and her sister, like John, were born with the yin-yang eye. Angela's spiritual power was even stronger than her sister's, but she never accepted herself. Fearing being seen as an outcast, she suppressed her abilities, which eventually faded. Now, for her sister's sake, Angela decided to awaken them again, asking John for help. John then had Angela step into a bathtub filled with water, because water has always been a secret passage between the worlds of yin and yang. To quickly awaken the dormant spirit within her, she had to walk the edge of death. As the suspended water droplets floated in midair for 2.5 seconds, the bathtub suddenly exploded. Angela's spiritual power returned to her body. The visions of hell had left her shaken, but she suddenly remembered something and pulled John back to where Byman had died. On the floor, they found a coin, and John immediately knew who the killer was. To avenge his friend, John consulted the Dark Bible, and following the diagrams, began assembling a weapon from available materials. Soon after, a golden, shining, holy hunting rifle was fully assembled.